and shot 3 times in his ribs at a very close range. Why was he transported and killed in another local government area?
A brother fell beneath the skies. His voice is gone, but not the pain. The truth must rise, not die in vain. Let the truth be told, let the story rise. From the ashes through the lies, True Comrade TV will stand so bold. Justice for Imam Skub, let the truth be told. Let the truth be told. The truth be told, be told, be told. The land where silence.
On the 27th of June 2025, the Nigerian Army released a report titled 6 Brigade Troops Neutralize Bandit, Recover AK-47 in a Successful Operation. According to the report, troops stationed in Kwesati received intelligence on the movement of suspected bandits, swiftly deployed, and reportedly made contact with the criminals. One was neutralized, and the following items were recovered: 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 AK-47 magazine with 3 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition, 1 motorcycle, and 2 mobile phones. But what the army did not report is this: the so-called neutralized bandit wasn't a bandit at all. He was a father, a son, a husband, a citizen, Mr. Rimamskep Gambo, and this is his story. His identity: name, Mr. Rimamskep Gambo. Origin: Changso, Kurmi Local Government Area, Taraba State. Father: late Mr. Gambo Musa, popularly known as Gambo Lawyer. Mother's name: Miss Larva Gambo, a widow. Wife: Miss Irinarmam Gambo, now a widow. Children: the said neutralized bandit has 5 children, namely Stephen, Unity, Queen Elizabeth, and Isaac Rimamskep. Queen and Elizabeth are twins. Siblings: his mother had 6 children, 4 girls and 2 boys. His elder brother is deceased, making Rimamskep the only surviving male child and the family's breadwinner. True Comrade TV team arrived Changso, Kurmi Local Government, and met with the mother, the wife, and other family members. Listen to what the mother had to say concerning her deceased child. My name is Larava Gambo. Larava Gambo. I am the mother of the young man killed by the Nigerian army. My husband is late. My son was not a bandit, and he was not killed in any gun battle. On Friday, my son was arrested by soldiers on his way to Mubi Market. He had picked up a man and offered him a lift. Along the road, they met soldiers at the checkpoint. According to eyewitness, he was arrested on the spot and his hands were tied. I was not there. I was in the farm. When the news reached me, I rushed home and alerted his brothers, who quickly jumped on their bikes and followed up. I was at home, rolling on the ground in anguish, crying. Later, we were told he was taken to Kwesati And from there, they said their boss requested he should be transferred to Takum. His brothers and other people around pleaded with the soldiers at Kwesati to release him, but their pleas were ignored. The soldiers insisted on taking him to Takum. Tragically, instead of Takum, they took him towards Lisam, and it was there they shot him dead. My son cried and begged for his life. He told them he was not a criminal, that he was the son of Gambo lawyer, but they didn't listen. He cried and cried until they killed him and abandoned his body in the bush. His name was Manskev Gambo. They killed him and dumped his body along the Nissan road. They also took everything he had: his motorcycle, 2 phones, bag, money, and ATM cards. When they took his body to the house he built in Lisam for burial, they couldn't even open the door because the key was in the bag the army took. I had 6 children, 4 girls and 2 boys. My husband had 2 wives. The second wife had 3 children, and I had 6. My first son died, and now this one too is gone. I am left with only my 4 daughters. To confirm that we are at the right compound, we requested for a photo of the disease. We matched it to an image of the lifeless body recovered in the bush. She was indeed his mother. We then invited his wife and children forward for an interview. My name is Irina Remamske, and these are the children my late husband left behind. Stephen Remamske, Unity Remamske, Queen and Elizabeth Remamske, twins, and Isaac Remamske, the youngest. My husband was not a bandit. I never saw him with anything stolen. We are farmers. He was a carpenter and worked hard to provide for us. We have granules and rice farms. Farming is all we do. I don't know why they branded him a criminal. I don't understand where that is coming from. Through Comrade TV visited the family of Mr. Remamske Gambo in Changso and conducted an independent investigation after serious contradictions emerged between the Army's official report and what actually transpired. My name is Faith Askeble. This young man was my late husband's younger brother. On Thursday, June 26, 2025, he went to Lisam to deliver food items to his children schooling there. He spent the night because one of the children was sick. The next day, Friday, June 27, he set out to pick up his wife from a church conference in Mubi. Along the way, he gave a lift to a man. They had already passed a military checkpoint when the soldiers called them back. Immediately they returned. They arrested him. He was not armed. He was a farmer, not a bandit. His rice and granite farms are still standing. He had never been accused of any crime. The story we heard was that the soldiers tied his hands, blindfolded him, and took him away. When I heard, I called his brothers. They rushed after the soldiers. I called his phone. It rang, but nobody answered. We were told he was taken to Kwesati and then to Lisam. They kept telling us there was no problem. They claimed he was going to Takum, but unknown to us, they had already killed him. This boy was not a criminal. He was a hard-working carpenter and a farmer. Who were these people that came and killed him? Were they really soldiers or criminals in uniform? he had never been involved in any form of crime. The government must look into this matter seriously. This is worrisome. Now, my mother-in-law has no male child left. My husband is gone, and now his brother is gone too. Their father is also less. We will support this family now. We will pay school fees for these small children. We will look after us. They took everything, his motorcycle, phones, money, ATM card, even the keys to his house in Lisam. What are we going to? My name is Bala Dogo. I am the youth leader of this community. This boy, I am deeply pained by the death of this young boy. He was a pillar in this village. Whenever we had problems, we ran to him, and he always supported us. On the day of the incident, that Friday, I was in the farm. I returned around 3 p.m. and a boy who came from the market told me that soldiers have arrested Steve Ali. I was shocked. Soldiers arrested Mam how? He said he doesn't know, but when they were coming from the town, they saw soldiers arrested him. So I didn't act immediately because I was exhausted. On Saturday, I heard he had been taken to Takum, and there was no problem, that they will sort it out. But later, as I returned home, we heard that they had already killed him. This boy was not a criminal. Since he was born, there was no criminal record on him. We knew how he was raised in this village. What did he do that deserves such a death? From there, we went to verify. We went to the spot, and actually, they have killed him. We saw his body. I worried so much because this boy is from this community, and he was a pillar in this village. He was a hardworking farmer. Go to his farm and see the proof. The young boy that was branded as bandits by 6th Brigadier Army on the 27th of June 2025 was arrested. This is where every Friday the soldiers in Kwesati used to come and mark their checkpoint. So this is where the young man was captured, and they said they met in gun battle. So Kone, then they reach here. When the soldier got here, soldier got here. Kwano sojuma. Any what I am back here. Ayo kya win kya. Andoma. To ayo je. Abduno gut kuje ga. Soldier got here every Friday. Every Friday got here. Toma Friday rabana got here to. Aguru agaba. Okay. So okay, as you can hear, our brothers here have said, this is actually the station where the soldiers used to come and stay every Friday. Every Friday is Mubi market. Mubi is just ahead of here. Which out of here? So every Friday, the soldiers used to come and station here and do their checking and whatever. This is not Ussa local government. This is Kurmi local government. Where we are is Kurmi local government. The young man was arrested here in Kurmi local government, beaten to blood point. We don't know the crime he's committed. From here, we don't know if he was shot there or there, we don't know. But from here, we'll be going to the spot where his corpse was deposited by the same Nigerian army. Yeah, this is the spot where the body of our brother was deposited. The same guy that was labeled by Nigerian army as bandit. As you can see, this is the spot, and there is no any sign of gun battle around here. There is no any sign of gun battle around here. Whether any movement, you can't find any movement here. The young man was shot, and the body was deposited here. And this is not Kwesati. This is Lisam. Lisam. This is under Lisam one word. The name of this area is Kutufa. Yes, here is Kutufa under Lisam one word. We have visited the parents, the mother, the wife, and the spot where he was arrested. And this is where his body was deposited. From here, we'll be going to his house where he was buried. We'll check his grave and the building he left behind. Thank you. Over. Let's see the grave where he was buried. This is where he was laid to rest. You see, this is the grave. Kowa yonya, kowa fufurna to yi skana nya danu, skana na yi. But so my still under construction, as you can see. So the same. So here is what our investigation review. On 26 June 2025, Mr. Mamske Gambo traveled to Lisam, the headquarters of Ussa local government area, to visit his children who are enrolled in school there. Due to the illness of one of the children, he decided to stay the night to provide care. On the morning of the 27th June 2025, he was reportedly on his way to Mubi to pick up his wife, who was attending a church conference in Mubi, Kurmi local government area. Along the way, he gave a lift to a man he met on the way. Just a few meters from Mubi market in Kurmi local government area, he was stopped and apprehended by personnel suspected to be Nigerian army soldiers. He was reportedly beaten, taken to the Operation Wild Stroke base in Kwesati, and later executed. His body was dumped in the bush near Living Faith Church, Kutufa, in Ussa local government area. According to findings, he was in possession of a Bajaj motorcycle, 2 mobile phones, Techno Spark 9 and Techno T529, a bag containing clothes, ATM cards, and an undisclosed amount of money. However, only a few of these items were mentioned in the Army's official report. Our investigation has also revealed a highly questionable development. The man Mr. Mamske picked up and offered a lift to on that fateful day was also arrested alongside him. However, this second individual was set free, while Mr. Mamske was taken away and ultimately killed. This selective action raises serious and uncomfortable question. If both men were apprehended at the same place and time, and if there was any incriminating evidence, why was one released and the other executed? If indeed they were caught with any form of exhibits, due process would have demanded that both individuals be handed over to the police and brought before a court of law. Most troubling is the fact that Mr. Mamske was arrested in Kurmi local government area, yet his body was dumped in Ussa local government area, a completely different jurisdiction. Why was he transported and killed in another local government area if there was no intention to cover tracks or mislead the public? This development has led to growing suspicion within the community that Mr. Mamskev-Gambo may have been deliberately targeted, possibly assassinated under the guise of military action. Why do we conduct this very investigation? Since 2017, the Kuteb communities of Takum, Ussa, and Yangtu Special Development Area suffered persistent bandit attacks. Notably, on the 29th of April 2022, a young man named Jonathan Husman, popularly known as Director, was shot dead in Kwamba by men in a while he lost truck, suspected to be Nigerian army personnel. No official report was released regarding that incident. In the same year, precisely 11 May 2022, a Nigerian mobile police station in Tati, Takum local government, was shot dead, and 6 Nigerian soldiers, including the commanding officer of the 93 Battalion Takum, were ambushed and killed. Yet, no official reports announcing any successful retaliation or recovery operations. Over 200 Kuteb villages have been deserted. Women and children were killed. Girls were raped. Homes and villages were burned to ashes. Despite all these tragedies, there was no record of successful military operation released to the public. So why now? Current fear in the community. A section of the Nigerian army reports claimed that many bandits may have escaped through the forest with gunshot injuries. This statement has further heated fears within the community. Many now worry that other innocent youth may be arrested, falsely accused, and summarily executed under similar allegations. Our appeal to the Chief of Army Staff: in light of this discrepancy between the Army statement and our findings, through Comrade TV, respectfully make the following appeals to the Chief of Army Staff. 1. Order an independent and transparent investigation into the killing of Mr. Mamskev-Gambo, and for the benefit of doubt, exhumation of his body for autopsy tests to confirm that he was actually arrested, beaten, and shot 3 times in his ribs at a very close range. 2. If the official army report is found to be inaccurate, we demand that it should be publicly withdrawn. A formal apology should be issued to the Mamskev family and the Chanso community. All personal belongings confiscated should be accounted for and returned to the family. All soldiers found culpable should be prosecuted according to the law. Provide compensation to the widow and the 5 children now left without their father and a provider. In conclusion, this unfortunate event has cast a dark cloud over the integrity of the Nigerian army. in the eyes of the public. If not properly addressed, it risks damaging the reputation of the military and undermining the sacrifice of genuine officers who risk their lives for peace and security across the country. We believe your office is committed to justice, professionalism, and accountability. We therefore trust that you will give this matter the urgent attention it deserves. Comrade Japheth Kopche, CEO through Comrade TV.
Let the
Thank you.
truth be told. Let traditional drums and strings in the back. Let the truth be told. With traditional drums and strings in the land where silence cries. A brother fell beneath the skies. His voice is gone, but not the pain. The truth must rise, not die in vain. Let the truth be told.